Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Justin Riley, and I hope you stick around because we have a great show for you today. We're going to be learning about the new Stoughton Area Veterans Memorial Park. That's coming up. Plus, we'll learn a little bit more about the field of optometry. That'll be an exciting topic. And what is vaping? Lots of good things coming up on Talk of the Town. But first, I'm joined by our very dear friend, Dr. Marsha Schaffer from Spring Creek Family Chiropractic in Lodi. Dr. Marsha, welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
So good to have you here again. So you're going to be talking to us about the 5 keys of boosting fertility and having a healthy pregnancy. Yes. So talk to us a little bit, first and foremost, what do you feel is the most important thing a couple should do as they're thinking about becoming parents?
Well, they should definitely get a nervous system check. You know, your nervous system controls, coordinates, regulates every system in your body, including your hormone system. As a chiropractor, we're trained to locate, detect, and correct what we call subluxation, which is interference in that normal nerve function. So if your nerves are working properly and your nerve system is working properly, your hormones have the best chance to work properly, which is going to take you through fertility, it's going to take you through pregnancy, and we've had a tremendous amount of success just making sure baseline, your nervous system is working.
That's fantastic. And so that really is kind of where the whole idea of holistic medicine comes from. It's literally like this is sort of the base for everything that's in your body, your whole body.
Right.
So very cool. Do you have any suggestions, dietary suggestions for parents to be?
Yeah, well, sometimes it's as important as what you make sure you have in your diet as much as what you don't.
Right.
So the things I have my couples stay away from are things like processed dairy, wheat, because those are very inflammatory. They're going to mess with your hormones. They're not going to help you function your best, but making sure to get things like avocado and coconut oil and fresh fruits and veggies, your local stuff, support your CSAs and Willie Street and all those kind of local places that are going to make sure your produce is fresh.
Absolutely. And, you're listing all these foods. Can you talk to us a little bit about the nutrients that are in these foods and what types of nutrients women who are thinking about getting pregnant should be consuming before, during, and after pregnancy?
Yeah, well, the nutrients that are in the food, I mean, it's just great. You've got a lot of different sterols and antioxidants and just great things. But some other essential nutrients that are required we don't always make by ourselves. In Wisconsin, here where it's cold, vitamin D is a requirement for mom and dad. There's a lot of research out there on the improvement that it makes for fertility. Also omega-3s, good fatty acids. Another essential nutrient, not so much food, but getting enough water. A lot of people don't realize we should be drinking half of our body weight in ounces every single day. It takes 32 ounces just for normal GI function. So to just gastrointestinal, it's 32 ounces. So to think you have all of these other systems that have to work, very important to get adequate water. And the last would be adequate sleep. A lot of people take melatonin, and that actually interferes with ovulation. So you don't want to be taking melatonin, mom or dad, if you're looking to have a healthy pregnancy.
Wow. So, and melatonin, though, that's kind of like the natural sleep hormone, is it not?
It's still a hormone, though.
Right.
So anytime you put one hormone in, you're adapting and changing all of the rest of the hormones in the body.
Wow. Wow. So going back to the whole water thing, you're saying that if a person weighs 200 pounds, they should be drinking 100 ounces of water every day.
Correct.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of water to drink. I better get going here on this. So talk to us a little bit about stress relief and why that's really important for people who are wanting to become pregnant.
Yeah, well, our bodies don't understand real versus perceived stress. So if a lion is chasing you or if you're stressed out because you can't get pregnant, your body is going to send out the same stress hormones. Cortisol, which is one of your main stress hormones, feeds off of progesterone. And progesterone is what you need for healthy pregnancy. So if you've got really high cortisol levels and your adrenaline and your insulin, all of those are very pro-inflammatory. So they're going to cause a lot of inflammation, which is going to not let you ovulate properly and not let you have a normal cycle during the month. So very important. And they say it's cliche, but it's so true. It's so important to reduce stress.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's interesting how you talk about real versus perceived stress. That's just a kind of an interesting topic. We could probably have a whole other interview about that topic. So what do you suggest any sort of testing for women who are wanting to become pregnant? If so, like what do you suggest?
Well, I have a baseline. Every 120 days, your eggs turn over. So women have the ability to change their fertility every 120 days. And there's 3 different phases in your cycle. Ovulation is the second phase. It's the main event that's going to happen every single month. And women could get a period, but they're not ovulating. So if you're just judging every month saying, well, I had a normal cycle, define normal. Right. Just because you have that's the biggest problem with birth control. It suppresses all your hormones.
Right.
You get this fake cycle at the end of the month, and then people think, you know, I had a normal cycle. So testing ovulation, making sure you are ovulating is huge because it can tell so much about your cycle.
Dr. Marsha Schaffer from Spring Creek Family Chiropractic, thank you so much as always.
Thank you.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll be learning a little bit more about the Stoughton Area Veterans Memorial Park. It's Talk of the Town.